Do you remember my Hoover Senior 6525C that I got from a scrapper earlier on in the year? Well, it has been cleaned up about as well as it's going to get. The bag has been repaired and there's a couple of modifications to it that we're going to go through and have a look at. So let's see if I've saved this Senior or just made it worse. Let's have a look. Yes, hello, my vacuum cleaner and Hoover chums. How are you today? This is a prime example of just how well a completely trashed looking machine can come up. It's also an example of how original these things can be. It's still got its original flex with the Hoover crimps on the end of it. It has its original carbon brushes. It's even got the original brush strips, or at least Hoover branded ones, in the brush roll. So it's either very original or it was looked at by Hoover not long before they start looking at vacuums. So very good indeed. If we start off at the top, the handle grip came up very well. All of the hand cheese has gone. We have metal cord hooks on this style, so that is immediately fantastic. No need to worry about rotten, perishing, cracking, horrible old cord hooks. Indeed. Now we have this MK plug on it still, the one that it came with, although I have found a slightly older one that I want to put on it, but I haven't got it on me. We don't really need to care about it for this after video, because that plug will look the same. Right, well that's about the top of the machine done. Let's have a look further down. We can have a look at his lovely bag, which has had a new zip put into it by my stepmom. Thank you very much indeed, because yeah, that's fixed it. It's a plastic zip, it's fine. I don't really care what style of zip it has, as long as it works. I am not a zip expert. This one shouldn't rust and corrode again. It came out very nicely. I did also get, although it's wrong, sadly, but it does the job, another bag top put in, and all I had was this one from some random old junior bag. So it doesn't sit 100% central, and it's not quite long enough to reach the top of the bag holder without a little bit of help. And that's fine, because this bag looks very good on the outside, but it does have its fair share of little problems. I think there's one down here as well. Yeah, the bag is doing the best that it can, and yeah, it looks really nicely. So what I did was modification number one. This is the top fill tube from a Hoover Junior 1104, 1980s Hoover Junior. And it sits in there quite nicely. It's on its side. It should be like backwards on itself, so this bit isn't quite fixed into place on that joint, but it does the job. Yeah, we can then stick our SIBO. It's a genuine SIBO bag as well. I did push the boat out. We can put our SIBO bag on it, and that then makes those little holes in the bag not a humongous issue, really. It's, you know, doesn't really matter, because the bag is now only for show. All of the actual work happens with that SIBO bag. So, done the best we can do. You can't even tell with the machine at that angle and the handle blocking it all. How marvellous. Right, let's have a look at the bottom, which has come out about as well as can be expected. This is the worst of the damage on the entire machine, and it's sadly corrosion. You can see it. The whole machine could probably want to repaint, but that's not what I wanted to do in this machine. And otherwise, I mean, look, it's got some shine to it. Ignore that. I can't remember where I put the bigger roundel. I know I put it somewhere to go flat, and I haven't found it yet. So I'll drop that one on for now. Again, that just doesn't really make the machine look any worse. And I do need to find the big roundel. So yeah, we have a few little paint chips. What I've done is covered them in just a little smear of silicone as I siliconed the motor back on. I just, you know, just a little drop just to stop the paint from flaking away anymore. And I think that's about as good as we're going to get. The hood polished up quite well. I think it's not faded as such, it's been scratched, and those scratches have gone down into the darker coloured plastic. So again, could be quite a lot to gain from having this wet sanded and polished back up again. But, you know, it works well enough. The headlight lens isn't too scratched up and too faded. I think it's as good as it's going to get. If we look underneath, I've been using this machine a little bit, so it does have some dust. That bit came out perfectly fine enough. Again, that needs a repaint along with the hood. I did repaint the brush roll. However, for a trial, I thought I would paint the beta bars. And as you can see, that perhaps wasn't the best idea. That you can see the dust on the brush roll from where I've been using it. Yeah, normally I mask those off, and I sort of wish I had done this time. I was trying to do it quickly. But it's still better than the rusty hunk of tube that was there before. I think, you know, it's going to be good enough. Our rear height all works very nicely indeed. The machine is effectively ready to plug in, turn on, and see how well it works now. Here we go then. So it is plugged in. I guess this is time to show you modification number one. Let's just turn the lights on while we do some vacuuming. Oh, you don't want the light on? Okay then, we'll just turn the light off. On, fine. Look, you can touch any metal part. Look, you can even use the Hoover logo as a switch. Ish. Oh no, the adhesive doesn't like that. Yeah, I fitted a touch switch to the lamp and then wired the lamp off of the motor, and it's been sitting here as a nice little lamp. It's also got an LED bulb in it because of the heat concerns. So we can turn the lights on and yeah, do some hoovering. That works really well, doesn't it? But what if you don't want a white light? What if, you know, a blue light might be slightly better? I'm going to turn my lights off with this. There we go then. How about a blue glow that marries our blue hood? Look, we've made a Bloover. Or have both, because the light does run slightly different, although it does overpower all of the LEDs. Yeah, you know, the paintwork was a little bit chipped, so why not take your mind off of the paint by having the machine match its colour? So we pop the hood off and I'll show you the awful hacks that I've done. Great fun, I'm sure you'll agree, but how does it all work? Well, it's pretty simple really. I'm sure a lot of you have probably figured it out already. Let me take the hood off and show you the mess that is hiding underneath. There we go. Take this screw out, flip the machine back over. Right, so number one is, it's actually the same LED bulb that I pinched out of my Hoover 750, 725, one of the oldie ones, because yeah, with a normal bulb, having the light just turned on did make it get quite hot. So I'll probably need another one of these bulbs, because it's probably got to stay with the machine really in order to do the best job. So that's that. All that is, I have just wired it into this. This is a lamp touch switch. All works with, you see that ring terminal on that screw? That is pretty much how this works. The rest, that's the live that goes to the lamp, going to the live of this. Neutral stays there. I move the wire at the back so that it has power, even when there's no motor. And yeah, oh no, hang on, turn these off. There you go. It works up on the handle as well a little bit, although luckily the handle grip stops it dead, so you know, you can at least get away without touching it. But yeah, I don't know, it's just something stupid to do, especially with the machine. I thought it would help having the exposed metal, but no, it works perfectly fine through the paint as well. So yeah, that is stupidity number one. I don't know really, that one's fine because that's just a bulb, and this is all fully reversible. I could pop one wire back to that light and it'd be like it was never there. What you may have noticed is the 240 volts to 12 volt little LED light driver that then just has a really cheap RGB controller wired into it. Oh, it's so cheap. I don't even... Oh, I'll turn the power back off. I keep turning the power off because obviously all of this will be a little bit live. There we go. Yeah. I just wrapped a load of LEDs around it, did a ton at the front so it shines out through. Yeah, I mean, you can go any colour. You don't have to just go red or blue. It works better with blue, or you can go white. White's not too bad. And it all glows through the hood, which barely fits. You have to have it at this. Yeah. And even then, this side is a little bit over. This wants to be somewhere else, really. But it, as you see, it works and does well enough. And yeah, or you can have fun LED lights. I don't know. It just seems something to do with this otherwise very nice motor. I mean, yeah, we can even light it up and show you. So it's clean, it's spotless, it has all of its everything just clean. Bar the paint, it's brand new, and of course it now has these little fun mods. I don't know. This blue here matches it the best, although the camera is now changing it, and yeah, that's my little modification to this otherwise unloved, unwanted Hoover Senior. While we're under here, I do just want to also show the couple of other little bits that I have done. So, pop this out. I found a new piece of foam to go in this part here, which is always gone, and you can see how much it's pushing onto that spring. So that's quite good. What I also want to do is, we haven't tried the speed switch yet. That works very well indeed. The motor's going to sound a bit iffy because it's not got the drag from the brush bar on it. I mean, of course, you could hack these to stay in high mode all of the time. That's what some people do. I haven't done it. I'm not going to do it. But I should have got the tools down. Dang it, I've got a set of Senior tools up in the loft. Oh well, not today. We've seen Hoover Senior tools before. We know that it's not got fantastic suction. It's a shame about the paint on that brush roll, but it's still perfect. I keep turning the light on and off by touching any metal part of this machine. So there we go. That is my saving of this scrap. Unwanted. This probably would have been crushed by now. Hoover Senior 6525C with just a couple of modifications, because why not? Again, I've just been having it sat in the corner, either like this or just with its light on, as a lovely little lamp. Actually, if I turn that to white itself, oh, yellow. Oh, there you go. You get it works with the light. You almost get a sort of brighter light. I don't know. Yeah, off, on. I think it does help. I don't know. You can just sit at the corner of your room, looking cool, sitting there, jumping around its RGB. I don't know. Is this something you would have done? Is this something you have done before? Do let me know in the comments down below. And until the next time, I and some other Hoover Senior, because I'm quite hoping to sell this one now, to be honest. That's ultimately why I bought it. And I think I do have somebody interested already. So that is excellent news. Another one saved, another Hoover ready to Hoover up for many more decades to come. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and I will see you soon. Bye bye.